Do you ever wake up just feeling really frustrated with the universe? And if you were really truthful, maybe even just a little angry, pissed off. It's like, come on. I've been following all my instructions for successfully manifesting as I've been taught. I watched The Secret. I did the vision board. I affirm my intentions out loud. I journal them. I write them. I meditate them. I sing them. I dance them. I try to live them. And still nothing. What's missing? Well, my name's Sonia Choquette. Thanks for tuning into my channel. And today I am going to tell you what's missing. And believe me, what is missing is so necessary to your success. You simply cannot succeed in anything in your life without it. And what could that possibly be? Well, it's your sixth sense. Your sixth sense is necessary. And every single person who has succeeded to change this world in a huge way, to manifest in some fabulous, impressive way, has agreed with me. Whether it's Einstein to Oprah, to Steve Jobs, to Richard Branson, to Mark Zuckerberg, to anybody who has manifested their dreams, even Warren Buffett, who's the head of finances and economy in the world, all acknowledge the same thing. If you want to succeed, you need your sixth sense. It's not optional. In fact, it is the missing piece. And without it, you won't succeed in anything. You might duct tape your life together. You might manage to get by, but you won't feel like you're in the flow. You won't feel secure even if your external world and all your external needs are being met in the moment, because you are not connected to the part of you that makes your life work. The part of you are not in relationship to the part of you that puts you in right relationship with the entire world. Your inner guidance system is not an optional sense. It is your super sense. And without it, you're lost and so easily influenced by others. And here's the thing, my experience, we're not disconnected from our sixth sense, but we've been sabotaged in trusting it and really feeling comfortable using it. From the beginning, we've had two layers of sabotage. The first is the outer world. Our authority figures have taught us from the earliest age that we can't trust ourselves, that what we feel automatically, naturally, instinctively isn't comfortable for them to hear. So we've been told to be quiet and shut up and don't say that and you're weird and that's not right and how impolite and do as you're told and don't listen to that and that's creepy, and you've probably heard one of those. So we've not been affirmed or reassured that our sixth sense is something to listen to. Can you imagine if your whole life you've been told, well, whatever you see, ignore. It's not real. Whatever your eyeballs are reflecting back to you, distrust, deny, ignore, or whatever you hear, tune it out. Or whatever you smell, don't trust it. Crazy, right? But whatever your inner guidance says, universally, a lot of people have heard, don't go for that, it's not real. Maybe that's been the outer sabotage you've experienced, so you've distanced from it. And the inner sabotage comes from more pressure that you better be right, don't make a mistake, how do you know for sure? Don't hurt anybody's feelings, don't upset the boat, don't change the plan. But if you think about it, that missing piece is telling you to do exactly those things. Change the plan, make a different decision, upset the boat, change where you're going, speak up, stop here, don't do that, go for this. And then we don't listen because we've not been encouraged to. We've actually been taught if we do, we're weirdos. Well, the universe has always been there talking to you. What's got to change is you throwing away the missing piece. So how do we do that? What's the first step? Well, the first step is to recognize I have six senses. And the sixth sense is my first sense because it's connected to my spirit, my breath, my heartbeat, my beingness. And it's not something I have. It is who I am that is communicated through vibration. And I need to reconnect with that because then I am reconnecting to the authentic me? That's a big question a lot of my students have asked is, I just want to feel authentic. Well, it never happens in your head because up here, which I call a bad neighborhood, is really full of everybody else's voices and a lot of don't listen to yourself. So to be authentic is to be the author and the leader of your life. That means you have to listen to this inner voice, which, by the way, doesn't speak in words. Rub your hands together and shake them out and just feel this energy flowing palm to palm. It speaks in vibration, subtle vibration. But that subtle vibration is communicating direction. Go there. Trust that person. Don't trust that person. Take that risk. Quit that job. Go for that job. Speak up. Say nothing. Walk away. Step in. It is giving you direction. So you're telling the universe to help you. The universe is trying to, and you're going, la, 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 I can't hear you. So that's why everything falls apart. We have to change this experience. Step 2, we have to recognize that our inner voice is who we are. First, I have this sixth sense. I have an energy that's who I am, and I need it to succeed. It is my guide that gives me the step-by-step direction. We don't just tell the universe what we want like we're calling up to order a pizza. We say, okay, I'm entering this co-creative partnership. This is what I want. I want you to help me. And the universe says, okay, I'm going to speak through your spirit to you and move you in the direction of how to experience and connect with what's necessary to manifest your dreams. Have you ever heard this statement or the saying, the spirit moved you? Well, that's your inner voice, that necessary missing piece. And how movable are you? Do you argue with it? Do you deny it? Do you get afraid of it? Do you act like it's weird? Or do you listen and say yes? I know a lot of people listen, but they don't say yes. They say, oh, I hear it. That's so weird. Or I got a vibe. And how can I be sure? And I got this message, but I'm not really trusting it. And then you regret it later. I was just teaching a workshop last week. And in that workshop, I shared a story about a client of mine who had 3 hotels in Florida near Fort Myers. And he had the intuition. He got the message from his spirit to check on the insurance, but he blew it off. He didn't listen. He rationalized, oh, the manager will handle it. He's a good guy. He's been working for a while. He knows what to do. And so the hurricane came through that he didn't expect. And when he thought, oh, I'm insured, he came to find out the manager did not renew the hurricane and wind insurance. He lost everything. Oh, he was living the dream. And his spirit was protecting his dream. But his ego and mind and habits and sabotage and rationale blew it off. Has that happened to you? Were your inner guidance the missing piece that makes your life work every time? Have you blown it off? Have you argued with it? I had another client say that he had this strong feeling that he should pull over and get some gas and check his tires on his way to work. But he rationalized, nah, never mind. I got time. My tires are fine. I'm not going very fast. So he didn't pull over. Well, he gets on the highway and right behind a semi-truck. And guess what? That truck's tire blew up. Hit his windshield. He veered off the road. And by the grace of God and his angels, he survived. But had he pulled over at that moment to check his own tires, that would never have happened. He was being asked to delay his entry by his own spirit onto the highway, and he ignored it. I can tell you stories for hours about that, but I'd love to be instead telling you stories about those who do listen, who do embrace the missing piece and put it back in place and trust their inner guidance system as the most important, essential part of the manifestation process. Because you tell the universe what you want, and the universe tells you how through your intuition. If you're not listening, it's not going to happen. Not only do you need to turn your intuition on, you need to learn to recognize the difference between what is intuition, what is wishful thinking, what is blah, blah talking, what are other people's voices, all that nonsense. It keeps you from acting on your intuition in the moment. And guess what? We are being asked by the universe to level up now. To level up means to take back the power, because our intuition, our super sense, it's a super sense. And when you listen to it and you put it to practice daily, regularly, in every decision you make, it becomes a superpower. And if you ignore it, sadly, you become powerless. So I'd like to invite you to level up, to learn how to listen. And if you need a teacher, I have a beautiful course that I'm offering. It's called The Missing Piece. And it's available now, where I could teach you so much about how to bring this secret superpower to life. We're going to have live weekly workshops where I interact with you personally every week for eight sessions plus 20 pre-recorded sessions that you can listen to over and over and over. Do you really get it? Not just know about it, but get it. And we'll interact and we'll converse, and you can journal, and there's so much, because this is a skill you have to learn. I told a story in my webinar last week about a man who was born in an early age accident, and he lost his vision, but by the grace of miraculous science, they found a way to restore his vision. But he still had to learn to see. His eyes worked, but his brain had to get on board and start putting all of this into practice. So I can wake up your intuition, but also teach you, like that man learned to see, how you can use the vision of your spirit to guide you to exactly what you want to create, because that's how you were originally designed, to reinstate that conversation with the universe and to begin to flow and no longer let this missing piece be the problem, but let it be the answer, the superpower that you need to make everything in your life work. So you'll find the information below. Just click the link below and you'll get all the information. The course starts next week, so please don't delay. Let yourself have the advantage of reclaiming the super sense. Learn how to turn it into your superpower and not be powerless anymore. Click the link below. I'll see you in the course. It's life-changing. All my love.